Hey, I'm going to show you guys how to flush the coolant on a Miata while Caleb is putting in the headers. Got the headers are still cracked, but we're putting them in because YOLO, and we don't have any headers to put in. So what you're going to need for this is a flat head, because the bottom of the radiator is covered up by that shield, which we're going to have to take off. And you're going to need something to put the coolant in, and some coolant, and that's about it. Alright, once you have this plate off, some Miatas don't even have them, but there's just a bunch of 10 mils all around the bottom and kind of in the wheel wells. But you're going to want to unscrew this bolt right here. Make sure you have a pan underneath to catch all the coolant. And it helps to have the top off so it'll flow more smoothly. Like water. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
Pretty what?
Pretty gnarly.
I think it's nice. I like that kind of brown color. That's a good thing.
After you got that plug at the bottom all screwed in, you're ready to start putting your coolant in the top. You're gonna need about like 2 bottles, I think, to fill it up all the way. So just start putting that shit in.
Alright guys, so now that you've done that, you need to burp your coolant system. You're going to want to turn your heater all the way up on full blast. My motor smoked a little bit because there's PB blaster on the headers, so don't mind that. And you're going to continue to add coolant while the heater's on full blast. Like I said, that's PB blaster smoking off the headers, don't freak out. So your coolant's going to keep filling up. Until you get a little bit left on top. Keep letting it go. What we're doing is we're getting all the air bubbles out and making sure it's completely full. It goes all the way through the motor and the whole thing's full, the whole system.
Your engine's smoking, man.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't notice, my engine is smoking for the 3rd time.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Ben. I was worried about that. So as you can see, it's still sucking up some coolant. We're going to let that finish, and then we'll show you the air bubbles at the end. Alright, so when it's completely full, you're going to want to squeeze this. That's going to push it through. It's going to get all the air bubbles out. Give it a couple squeezes. As you can see now, there's no coolant in there, so it's still filling up a little bit. So, essentially you're going to want to keep adding coolant out throughout the next few days. Check it once your motor's cooled down. Just because it might not go all the way through unless you have a specific tool. They do sell a tool at AutoZone you can use. It's meant specifically for burping the coolant reservoir. What it does is locks onto the cap and it sets in there. But just keep checking your coolant periodically, and you shouldn't have any issues. Like I said, make sure it's in there. And yeah, just check your coolant the next couple of days and you should be all good to go. Started.